What is the Kuwait Automated Clearing House System, KACH, and what are its key features? Join us in this episode of the Central Bank of Kuwait podcast as we take a closer look at this topic. Welcome to this podcast by the Central Bank of Kuwait. My name is Shifa Al-Awadi. In this podcast, we will highlight key banking topics that have a direct impact on individuals and society. Building on our discussion on payment systems, today's episode focuses on the newly introduced system, which was launched on January 5, 2026, Kuwait Automated Clearing House System, KACH. Repetitive payments and fund transfers, whether for individuals or institutions, represent a key component of daily financial activity in the state of Kuwait. We see these transactions completed within seconds. But behind the seamless experience is an advanced financial infrastructure that ensures their processing and settlement in a secure and systematic manner. KACH is one of the most important systems enabling clearing and settlement of domestic payments, and thus enhancing the efficiency and stability of the financial system. In this episode, we host Arwa Abdirrida and Noor Al-Loghani to provide us with an overview of the KACH system and outline its main objectives.
Thank you for having me and welcome to our listeners. My name is Arwa Abdirrida, Payment System Operations Specialist.
Hello Shifa, I am Noor Al-Loghani, Payment System Operations Specialist.
Welcome to you both and thanks for joining the CBK podcast. Arwa, let's get into it. What exactly is KACH system and what are its key features?
This part is very lengthy and technical. I will try my best to explain to our listeners as simple as possible. So, KACH is a system designed to process large volumes of low-value financial transactions. These transactions include various types of real-time payments. At the end of each clearing session, KACH system automatically transmits final net settlements for participating banks to the Kuwait Automated Settlement System for Inter-Participant Payments (KACH). The KACH system offers a number of operational and regulatory features. Most notably, it enables the processing of large volumes of low-value transactions in batches, thus enhancing operational efficiency. It adopts a multilateral clearing mechanism, thus reducing the number of actual settlement transactions between banks. It reduces operational risks through standardized processing procedures and technical validation of transactions. It lowers usage costs compared to the other systems. It provides a structured framework for executing repetitive payments in a consistent and stable manner. Finally, because it operates under the supervision of the Central Bank of Kuwait, the system's reliability and operational discipline are continuously monitored.
Great. Noor, if you would please tell us about the different types of transactions processed through the KACH system.
Of course, the KACH system specializes in executing low-value and repetitive transactions, such as bill payments, installments, obligations or subscriptions, and periodic payments for individuals and entities. These transactions are ultimately processed in batches and settled through approved clearing sessions.
Would you please share a practical example to clarify this further?
Sure. One of the key features of the system is its ability to transmit financial transactions 24/7, to be credited instantly to the beneficiary's account at the receiving bank. For example, if a tenant rents a shop for 350 KD and forgot to pay the rent in the morning, the tenant can initiate the transfer at any time, even during weekends or official holidays, and the amount will be quickly credited to the beneficiary's account.
Excellent. In a previous episode, we discussed the Kuwait Automated Settlement System for Inter-Participant Payments (KACH). Can you explain the key differences between KACH and KACH?
The key differences between KACH and KACH lie in the timing, volume, and nature of transactions. KACH is designed to process high-value transactions on a real-time individual basis, and such transactions are typically limited in number. KACH system processes low-value, repetitive transactions in order to achieve greater efficiency and lower costs.
Okay, that's clear. But when is the KACH system typically used?
KACH is used for executing repetitive, low-value transactions as defined by the Central Bank of Kuwait.
So in this case, how can banks benefit from using KACH system?
I can explain. The KACH system helps reduce operational pressure on KACH. Also, the cost of using KACH system is relatively lower compared to the other systems. It also enables banks to efficiently handle high volume but lower value transactions in batches.
I understand how that benefits banks, but from a consumer perspective, does the end customer benefit from KACH system?
Yes, certainly. Customers can initiate transactions through the available transfer services and banking applications, and the amount will be credited instantly to the beneficiary's account at the receiving bank.
Since you mentioned that the system operates under the supervision of the Central Bank of Kuwait, can you outline CBK's role in the system?
CBK acts as a regulator, supervisor, and operator of the system. It establishes the regulatory rules and operational procedures, monitors the performance of participating banks, and assumes responsibility for settling the final net settlement for those banks.
Oh, okay. So that should give users confidence in the system. This has been an interesting conversation. Thank you for joining us today and for shedding light on the KACH system and the objectives behind its launch. Before we wrap up, would you like to share a final message with our listeners?
Thank you, Shifa. We hope you were able to clearly explain the role and objective of KACH. For those interested in knowing more about payment systems in Kuwait, you can visit the Central Bank of Kuwait's website at www.cbk.gov.kw, where a dedicated page is available on this topic. Thank you for having us.
And with that, we come to the end of this episode. Thank you for tuning in.